Hey all, welcome to Homeschool and coming back to the chapter Soil of class 7. See, in our previous videos, we have learned many interesting facts about a soil. We got to know what was the soil, what was the importance of soil, and then how soil is formed by weathering of rocks. And then we have seen a beautiful visuals. We learned everything about a soil profile, isn't it? What was the soil profile? The different layers of soil that you observe in a vertical section is called as soil profile. Okay, and today we are going to learn about the different types of soils. You know what? We have got different types of rocks on our earth, isn't it? So different varieties of rocks are there. Okay, say if you go to Himalayas, the rocks present are different, and in our region the mountains look different. The different types of rocks will break up into smaller pieces in a different way. Yes or no? So different rocks on breaking up, you get different types of soils. How you have got different types of soils, guys? Because you have different types of rocks on earth, isn't it? After all, you get soil from rocks only. Since you have different types of rocks, we have got different types of soils. Okay, so usually soil is classified. Soils are classified based on the particle size, based on the size of particles. Soil is all about the particles of rocks, isn't it? Say in some soil you find bigger particles of rocks, in some soil you will find smaller particles of rocks. Based on the size of the rock particles, soils are divided into different types. Okay, so not only on the size of particles, and it is also based on the type of rocks that underwent weathering. Yes or no? So what type of rock underwent weathering? Right? So based on that also soils are classified into different types. Yeah. So what are the different types of soils? Try to remember what are the different types of soil. The first type is called as sandy soil. Note down all these things, they are very, very important. And the second type of soil is called clay soil. See the spelling, clay, C-L-A-Y-E-Y. Okay, so this is clay soil. And the third variety of a soil is, any guesses? Loamy soil. Loamy soil. Okay, so these are the three varieties of soils. First one is sandy soil, second one is clay soil, and the third one is loamy soil. Now we are going to study about them one by one. Okay, so let us talk about the first variety of a soil. What was it? Sandy soil. Sandy soil. Here I'll tell you in a point wise, note it down in a point wise itself. Clear? The particle size is bigger. Okay, so here size of particles. Size of which particles? Rock particles are bigger. Bigger. Okay, and there is, how does a sand look like? You have to imagine a sand, guys. The particles are quite bigger. Okay, and there is space between the particles. There is a space between the particles. Okay, and there is air between the particles. between the particles. Okay, there is spaces between the particles and there is air also. Since spaces are there, air will be there between the particles. Okay, and you know, the particles here do not hold the water. Imagine if you pour water, you take sand, okay, on a palm, pour water. Will the water stay in a sand? No, right? It will come from bottom. That means the particles of sand is not absorbing water, is not holding water for a long time. Okay, so this is one important property of sandy soil. Clear? So what I would write here is sandy soil do not hold water. Clear? So where do you find sandy soil? Sandy soil is found in deserts. Sandy soil is found in desert. Okay, and you know, sandy soil is very dry actually. Okay, so it's a very dry type of a soil. So these are the points that you have to remember about sandy soil. Clear? Okay, so what is the next variety of a soil? It is clay soil. This is a very important soil. Clay soil. Okay, so here the particles are very small and fine. Okay, so size of particles is very small and fine. Okay, so it is made up of very small particles, right? So second point is no much spaces between the particles. You don't find lots of space between the particles. There are no spaces only. Okay, so soil is very compact. So what do you mean by compact? Compact in the sense one particle is very close with the other particle. Okay, there is no much space, small particles, and you know, one particle is very much attached to the another particle. Okay, there is no space only. This is what we call compact. Okay, and the important property of clay soil is it can hold water. It can hold water for a long time. Yes or no? Right? Say, and you know, this particular soil is quite grey in color. Color is grey. Okay, and it is a very soft soil. Soil is very soft also. Very small particles are there. It can absorb water very nicely and it can hold the water for a longer time. Okay, so this is the soil which is actually used for making pottery. Okay, say potters, you all have idea about potters, no? That they will make big matkas, you know, different statues, cups and lots of utensils are made, pottery. So which soil is used for making pottery? Clay soil is used for making pottery. Remember this point also. Okay, so this soil is used for making pottery, for making pots and statues, because the soil is very soft, because the soil has small particles, because it can hold water. You know, you can make any shapes out of it. It can be molded in whatever the way we want. That's the reason, you know, clay soil is used for making pottery. So where do you find this soil? It is found in plains and plateaus. Plains and plateaus. Okay, fine. That's all about a clay soil. Coming to the next variety, loamy soil. Okay, So loamy soil is actually a mixture of clay. Okay, you will find smaller particles of clay, sand, you will find sand also, and also there is another soil particle called silt. So what do you mean by silt? Silt is a small particle whose size is in between clay and sand. Okay, so what is silt, guys? Silt is soil particle. It's a kind of soil particle which you will find it in a river side. If you go to a river banks, you find a small soil particles, that is called silt. So soil particles whose size, these particles size is in between sand and clay. Okay, so imagine this is your sand particle is bigger, okay, and this is your clay particle, smaller one, okay, and this will be your silt particle. Okay, so this is your sand particle, this is your clay particle, very small, and this is your silt particle. So size is in between sand and clay. So loamy soil is the combination of all the three particles. Loamy soil is the combination of clay, sand as well as silt. Okay, say, and actually loamy soil is the best soil for agriculture. You know what? Whenever you pour water in a loamy soil, how much ever water is required, that much it will absorb, that much it will take. The extra water it will give it back. Okay, that is what important for agriculture, isn't it? So if a plant has got more water, it will die. If a plant doesn't get any water, it will die. Plant must get how much ever water it wants. Right? So loamy soil, what it does, it will take how much ever water is necessary, extra water, it will give it back. Okay, so it has that nature. That's the reason we always say loamy soil is best suited. It is best suited for agriculture. It is best suited for agriculture. Clear, everybody? So these are the different types of soil and their properties. Clear? Sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. So now let us understand this concept better with the help of a visual. See, let us watch different types of soils here. The first one is a sandy soil. Okay, so that's nothing but a sand. You can see this sandy soil has a larger particles, right? And you have gap between the particles. That gap can be filled with air or water. And when you pour water, it easily goes through the soil, right? So where do you find this sandy soil? Near the beaches, right? Oceans and beaches. So the soil cannot hold water actually. Next variety of a soil is a clay soil, which is grey or brown in color, and this has a very small particles that stick together, and when you pour water, you know, it will absorb the entire amount of water. It holds the water, right? So that is about the clay soil. So where do you find this clay soil? In the banks of a river. This is a loamy soil. You can see a color, it's a very dark color, right? And the particles are medium sized, and this is actually in between the clay soil and a sandy soil, and this is the best variety of a soil, we can say, and many of the crops can be grown in this particular soil. So loamy soil is found in plains and plateaus usually. And now let us see one interesting activity here. See, we have taken 3 pots, right? So the bottom has to be open and it has to be placed on a brick, right?
and there should be holes in the pots where the hole has to be covered with a cotton. Okay, so 3 pots, they were standing like this on a brick. There is a hole in every pot, but the hole is covered with a cotton. And now you have to place equal amount of soil. Just pour equal amount of soil in a pots, right? Separately. Different soils. Here in the first pot we have taken sandy soil, in the second pot clay soil has been taken, and in the third pot there is a loamy soil. Okay, so different soils are taken, and here we are keeping a beaker, right? Because there is a hole, and now we are pouring same amount of water. So second pot also there is a water, third pot also we are pouring some water, and now you see the water goes to a soil, and see in which case you are getting more water. You can observe in the beaker, right? Say sandy soil, wherever sandy soil is there at the bottom you are getting more water. That means sandy soil will not hold water, right? The particles are bigger, there are gaps between the particles of water. Whatever water you have poured in a sand, everything may come down. And in the clay soil, the particles are very small in size, so they hold the water, they absorb the water. So the water that came in the beaker is very, very little. And loamy soil is, its properties are in between sandy and clay, right? So the particles are not very big, not very small. It will hold some amount of water. Whatever water extra is there, that will fall. So little amount of water you have observed, but the amount of water is more compared to the clay soil. So this activity clearly tells you which soil can absorb more water, right? In which soil water can enter, water can pass very, very easily, right? So keep this activity in your mind, and in the next class we are going to study more details about this particular activity. Just try to remember the activity, in which case the water is moving very faster, which case the water is moving less faster. You know, this is a very important point to remember.
So watching a visual was fun, isn't it? Fine. So remember the activity that you watched at the end. Different soil has different property, right? Sandy soil do not take water. It will not hold water. If you pour water in a sandy soil, the entire water will come back. Okay, you can collect the entire amount of water almost. And the clay soil, when you pour water in a clay soil, it will hold maximum amount of water, right? Very little of water will come out from clay soil because it will absorb more water. And whereas loamy soil absorption is intermediate. Okay, so it will take how much ever water is necessary, extra water only it will give back. Right? So remember this activity in our mind. Based on this activity only, we are going to study the next topic in the next video. So in my next video, let us study about the properties of a soil. Okay, so how a soil can absorb water, how water can pass through soil. So what about the moisture content in a soil? You know, all this we will learn in the next class. Till then, copy it, everything neatly, revise once again and become perfect with the concept. So see you in the next class. Thank you.